It's over.
You have your army, I have mine.
Welcome to NocBro Nation.
Welcome back, guys. Daryl here.
And I'm Josh, and today we're here to talk about Fear the Walking Dead, the second half of Season 7, early predictions and thoughts on how this is going to go down, guys.
Yeah, so first off, I have to say, 49ers going to the Super Bowl, baby. Let's go.
I will cheer for the 49ers. Yes, I am a Miami Dolphins fan. Unfortunately, my team is meh.
Yeah, we're rolling.
But, hey, good luck to the 49ers. Let's see it happen.
Let's do it. So, guys, Fears, Season 7B, man, from everything that we've gotten in 7A, with Morgan trying to kill Strand, with Strand going crazy, the return of Alicia, but with returning her in a way that we did not appreciate, and I don't know why they're doing this to her.
Don't know who would have appreciated that.
It better not be a Clark for a Clark.
And so that's what I wanted to kick off this video with, guys. We've said that before. We'll say it again just to kick this off, is we do not want a trade for a Clark to a Clark. No. We know Madison is returning. We're happy that Madison is returning. Absolutely. We are Madison fans.
Yes, we are.
But we don't want to see Alicia die.
No. I mean, if it's something that Alicia Debnam Carey has really said, look, you know, I love the show. It's been a huge part of my life, but I'm really starting to get bigger roles and things I want to do. And
then there's nothing
that we can do about it, and they can do about it. That's her choice. But it has to be a writing choice that she's good with, because that's her decision. This better not just be because the writers want to do this shit.
Do you think she gets to her mom in time to die?
If they're going to do that,
that's probably the best way to do it.
They better.
Like, she wins the war, whatever, handles her shit with Strand, gets her people to safety, gets in her arms of her mother, and dies in her mother's arms. Like,
we're gonna hate seeing that, but that would probably be the best ending for Alicia's character if that's what they're going to do.
I agree with that, because
you don't want Alicia to be dead and Madison to then be brought to her being already dead.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's going to be a shock for her that she sees her mother alive. She thought her mother was dead.
Hell yeah.
So that's going to be good, but then she can die in peace knowing that her mother's at least alive.
What I really want, if they are going to kill Alicia off, I really want Alicia and Madison fighting together for like a couple episodes. And then if they want to kill Alicia, have something happen to where the virus just takes over and she's going. But she was able to maybe, fend off Strand, end the war, fight with her mother, have some good one-on-one time before.
But I don't want anyone killing her, right?
No.
It has to be the virus.
It'll be the virus that takes her.
Yeah. But look, we don't want that.
We don't want it. We definitely don't want it. We want her going into season 8 with her mother and building what they want to do. Now we've kind of said, is Madison? Does Padre really still exist? And Madison is the leader. That's kind of opening the gates, and we see Madison there with Troy right behind her. But is that do we want that?
That's the perfect scenario.
Yeah. How do we see that first episode with Madison? How do they introduce Madison?
Can't wait to.
I think it's going to be towards the end of the season.
Her and Dwight are going to have matching facial scars.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. That's if they do that with Madison. If she got out clean and clear, or if she's going to have some burn marks, some light burn marks. I want it to be
very subtle.
Yeah.
If they do it, very subtle.
Yeah, we posted. We're good followers with Johnny's 5 Alive. He does some amazing artwork for all of the Walking Dead universe, and he did one where she was like really burnt, and then he did one where it was just subtle, like on the cheek, and that was probably that'd be the best.
Second one was good.
Yeah, that'd be the good one. So, what do you think? Your predictions and thoughts about this war with Strand?
Oh man,
do you think that the building is going to catch fire, be destroyed, or do you think
I don't see how? Right?
By the end, it's just going to end.
Strand's not going to let our survivors that are in there, June, John, Who else? Wendell,
the baby Grace.
He's not going to let those people out because look, if he lets those people out, then he loses his leverage, and then they will have they'll destroy that building then. So he's not gonna let those people out. So if you're Alicia and crew, are you really going to sacrifice your own people?
No, definitely not. There's going to be, and I hate seeing it, but there's still going to be this, I wouldn't say power struggle, but kind of. I think there's going to be a lot of bumping heads with Alicia and Morgan. You know, Morgan has to tell Alicia, okay, these are all of our people in here. You know, there's other people in there too. We just can't go kill everybody because he's going to be like, I guarantee not all of them are really cool with what Strand's doing, but they're not going to step up to him because they feel safe. They have a place to be. They don't want to be out in the, in the world right now with all this radiation going on. But I don't know. Do you think Strand's going to die? That's the number one question. Do you think Strand will die? Will he be killed?
I guess let me ask this way. Would I rather Strand die or Alicia die? Strand.
Yeah.
So, and if that's the case, then yeah, right. I could very well see Strand dying.
We're fans of Strand too.
Oh, I absolutely
we love Strand, but it's like, what is this war going to entail?
We got to remember, he is a villain now. He killed people. And
he was a villain when he threw Will right off that building.
Absolutely.
I didn't think he was a villain just yet, and I heard from it a lot in our comments and Twitter. It's just like, but he was. Once he threw Will off that building, he was a villain. Unfortunately,
that changed it for me too. But then just on top of that, like he killed that family.
The family was
maybe
huge.
He didn't do it, but he was the reason why it happened.
He ordered the guy to do it.
Yeah.
So, to get back at Morgan.
Yeah, dude.
Or to Dwight, really. But.
I don't see him making out of it. How's he die is, I guess, the bigger question.
Yeah.
Is it Alicia that takes him out, or is it Morgan? Or is it someone from within that takes him out?
Maybe Howard. Maybe Howard has a change of heart.
Yeah.
Howard's he's all in right now. But he's kind of, the last couple episodes, we kind of saw some shots of Howard where he looks a little concerned. Like he really sees Strand starting to lose it.
It was that
Strand
episode,
not trusting him.
Yeah, it was that episode where Strand wasn't letting anyone in.
Yeah.
And Howard disagreed with that.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when he was poisoned, Strand, we kind of thought it was Howard at first.
We did. We really did. We really thought it was Howard, yeah.
But Howard's a little snake, dude.
He is a snake.
And what's really strange is you didn't pick that up at all when you first met this guy.
No.
This guy, when you first met him,
that was his building.
It was his building, and you felt bad for him because here he's looking at Strand like, oh, like,
what are you doing
What the hell's going on?
So you're not Morgan Jones now? You're Victor Strand.
But then he turned into Victor's enforcer. And
yeah, for sure.
Dude's got as much blood on his hands than Strand.
He really does. Yeah.
Who kills him?
I could see like Howard getting away.
I could see him dying.
I could see him dying, but I could see him probably getting away too.
I could see him getting thrown off the building, dude.
I don't know, guys. This second half, like when they introduced that they were going to war with each other, it was kind of like, all right, so I'm leaving Walking Dead behind. This is not like all out war. This is more like almost like Marvel's Civil War. Like this is like internal fighting with each other. Like this isn't, characters going against characters they don't know, like villains, but like these are known characters who all know of each other and fighting each other.
Yeah.
So this outcome, I don't know. Like, I think it will end, of course, but will it end peacefully where there's not a lot of deaths? If there are deaths, maybe they come at the hands of the walkers who were surrounding the building and they just get caught up in it. Do I see Alicia, Morgan killing anyone in that building? Do I see June or John trying to kill within or trying to do something from within? And Grace, like, Wendell, does Wendell get out alive? Like, there's not much with him, and it's like, it's so up in the air. It's early right now, guys. Fear doesn't return until April.
Does the bodyguard come or the bounty hunter come back?
I want him to come back too.
Something tells me maybe he plays a role in it.
I would hope so. That'd be awesome. It sucked that they made him leave.
He was a really good actor.
Yeah, he's a really good actor.
And that character was pretty cool too.
Doing
I
the-
wish he would have stayed around.
Yeah, I like the aspect of doing the twins. I think that was perfect.
Oh, that was
That was
great.
perfect.
That was some good writing.
It definitely was some good writing.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I just
Because how big? Like, here's another thing. Sherry and Dwight, they're on this mission right now of being I forgot what their names are. Not the Black Riders, but the dark horses. The dark horses. That's what they
Dark
are.
Knights,
No, dark horses.
Dark Horses.
Yeah. So it's like rolling. Getting them back involved. I mean, to them. It's gonna pinch a nerve with Dwight and Sherry. They still have Negan on their mind, and I think this is gonna pinch a nerve if they ask for more help. And they kind of are helping in a way right now, but I don't really know.
Well, they're like, look, if you're Dwight and Sherry and you're looking at Strand, do you not see Negan?
Yeah, they do.
Right?
They definitely do. They definitely do.
Instead of a old manufacturing building, they're seeing a hotel or the Strand's building, right?
They're getting flashbacks to the Sanctuary and Negan's rule.
But another thing that I wanted to talk about was like, okay, if this is going to be a war, let's look at resources. Alicia's very outgunned.
Yeah.
Very outgunned. I mean, Strand's got horses. I don't think Alicia has too many, right?
No, but
just people. Strand has more people.
Yeah, but they also actually Dwight and Sherry just met those people who want to go to Padre.
That's right.
They do want to do that, and so they do have those guys that have guns. But I think there was only, we don't know what their numbers were, but I think we saw maybe like 10, 15, 20. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, they have some weapons. But you're right. I mean, for one, Strand has the advantage. He's in a tower, and it's surrounded by walkers.
Yeah.
So
and Alicia doesn't have a home.
Correct. So, and a lot of other people just got killed from the poison that just ran through their camp.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
something tells me that Padre is going to play a big role in this season. Maybe not the war, but it's obviously going to play a role. But do you think that, so Strand's whole purpose of this was to show people that he was better at saving people than others, right?
well, then Morgan, but everyone, yeah.
But if he knows that Padre's out there,
he's mentioned it that it
does he not want to destroy that,
No, so to Strand, he kind of mentioned it that it's a myth. He doesn't believe it. He doesn't believe it. So with Strand, that the place where he's at, he's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Because to him, that's like his Padre. He could probably think he's Padre. Like,
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I really don't know. It's hard to really fathom right now and think about it, just because, maybe if Padre does exist and Madison is the leader and she's got a whole bunch of people, maybe they do find Padre and Madison and they bring back her people and she has a lot more than Strand, and that kind of makes,
but then
they're standing out there and they're like on the phone, Strand, look what we got.
But then you got Madison going up against Strand, and that's not going to happen.
That's the thing. What if Madison finds out what Strand's doing? Like, how does that roll in? Like,
Madison's the type of person that I would think that one look at Madison and Strand would completely flip a 180 to where we thought he was going to go with Morgan.
Think about this. Madison is with Alicia and our crew. They go to Strand's compound. She gets on the phone. Howard comes in and says, "Hey, they want to talk to you." And that's how he hears Madison, is the voice. And then he runs up to the roof, gets the binoculars, and sees her. And she's standing there like with a look on her face, holding a bottle of alcohol, saying, "Are we going to have this drink together or what?" Like, you know what I mean? Like, are we going to do this together still, or are we coming in?
Got a little goosebumps going on.
You see what I'm saying? How awesome that's going to be?
Obviously it wouldn't be exactly like that,
Yeah.
but I could see that happening.
Yeah.
I just think, look, Madison's return is probably going to be towards the latter part of the season. I suspect it's going to be after the war.
The 15th episode is the 100th episode of the series. That's
Madison
huge.
returning.
That's that's a monumental accomplishment for any show.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I'm thinking Madison would return, is on that 15th episode.
Yeah. Or Strand dying.
It could be that
And
too.
Madison returning 16.
Yeah, that could be. Ugh. It's so early to tell. We just wanted to talk to you guys about it, hear your thoughts in the comments too. But I mean, we're excited for the second half. It's just how it's set up right now. It's just kind of. I mean, are you excited about it as much as you want to be?
Not as much as I want to be.
Exactly.
I'm going to be completely honest.
That's how
with
I
you,
feel.
because I didn't want to see Alicia go to war. I think this war, to me, honestly, I think it's pointless.
It is pointless because I don't.
Very pointless.
There's not going to be a real clear winner.
There's not going to be a clear winner, and what's the point?
Right.
Like, okay, he killed your guy. Completely understand, and you can get your revenge. But now you're going to go to war and you're going to risk other people's lives, your own people's lives.
That's just what I was about to say.
And you're wasting resources to what the main goal should be, which is finding a place to live, quote unquote, Padre.
Exactly. That's
Right?
basically what I was going to say. Is I'm not happy with it as much as I want to be because of the number of our group, including Grace and the baby, are in that building. How much damage can they do without affecting them? And then also the other people that are in there that they may not want to kill.
Do you want to know what it would have been, I think, a cooler way that this second half could have gone? Is if you make Padre known. If you make it known enough to where both of them have pretty good evidence that Padre exists and they're not denying that anymore. And now it's a race between two groups to get to Padre.
They could flip it. Maybe they could eventually do that.
You know,
maybe that's how they
Strand's
introduce
going to say
Madison.
to Alicia, "I will show you. I'll get to Padre first." And Alicia says, "No, I'm going to show you. I'm going to run this thing."
Right.
You know, and it's a race to Padre.
And then they both get there. The doors open. It's Madison. Oh my God.
And then they realize that what they've been trying to do all along is come together to find Padre.
Is this a writer or what?
No, it's kind of
that's legit.
Anybody listening to this is going to be like, that's rookie shit.
That's stupid. That's so weak sauce.
No, but I mean, it makes a lot more sense than a phony war, man.
This war isn't going to pan out as much as we think it is. They don't have like bows and arrows. They're going to have to make all the shit. They don't have a lot of guns.
They got those catapults that previous group was doing a pretty good job at destroying Strand.
Ooh, you can catapult yourself into the building. As you're catapulting up, shoot the glass. Boom, right.
You know, and let's just talk about that, right? Like, it's a building, okay? It's not fortified by walls, okay? It's fortified by the walls of the building itself. So, you know,
and an outer makeshift wall within walkers.
That's what I meant, but you could push that down.
Yeah, you could.
We're not talking about Alexandria walls here.
Right, yeah.
So, to me, it's just, come on.
Yeah.
You know, we know better than this.
We do. Yeah. I mean, it's... You know, we're being honest with you guys. Like we said, you know, we're excited for it, but not as excited as we really want it to be. But we'll learn more as we when they release the titles and synopsis of the next half, maybe those synopsis plot details will give a little more insight as to how this war is going to go. Maybe kind of what Josh is mentioning, that maybe it starts out like, yeah, they want to go in there and fight each other, but maybe as it's going on, it gears in a different way. Maybe the revelation of learning about Padre changes things. Maybe for Alicia, they tell Strand, come on, Strand, let's go. Like this area, maybe there's a sudden shift in the winds or something, and the radiation is now pushing towards that building, and they have to get out of there.
You want to know what should be done? Pull a Black Summer and fly a plane over that thing.
Do it.
And that plane is carrying a freaking sign that says Padre.
Padre, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And now everyone's looking up at this plane going by, and they know that place is real. They just have to find it.
Yeah. You know what's better than a plane? A beer bottle.
A beer
balloon.
bottle. I knew you were going there. Because I was just going to say at the end of explaining mine, I know that sounds a little cheesy.
But not as cheesy.
As cheesy as a beer bottle.
Not a beer bottle balloon.
Hot air balloon.
Hot air balloon. There we go.
You believe they did that shit?
It was so bad.
It was terrible, guys.
So bad.
You remember?
You guys know if you're still watching the show, you guys know what we're talking about.
Oh God.
So guys, yeah, let us know your early thoughts and predictions of the second half of Fear the Walking Dead. Let us know how you think you want this war to go, the different changes you want, and how they should introduce Madison. And stay tuned for for when they do release the titles and synopsis for this second half. So guys, once again, we truly appreciate your support and love. Smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and stay tuned for more. I'm Jarrell.
I'm Josh.
We're NocBro Nation.
We're out.